Life is an amazing podcast, and it is presented and hosted by myself, Caro, and my sweet dog Sparky. Give it up for him. So Go For Your Life actually means to do something to your heart's content. It is a phrase used in Australia and the United Kingdom as an expression of encouragement. So this podcast is to encourage, to inspire, and to uplift. I hope you're ready. Enjoy. And we are back for our second episode already of Go For Your Life. I'm super excited because now I'm going to do series. So I'm doing a series of 4 incredible women. So the theme of these series is Boss Ladies and Shakti Power, which basically means very strong women who have their own business, who are extremely empowering and inspiring to others. And I think, especially having them here in Go For Your Life, it makes so much sense because they're doing exactly what I want to do with this podcast. And let me remind you again, that is to encourage, to inspire, and to uplift others. So today our first guest is Livia. Now, I know Livia for a while, and I think she's incredible. She does a lot of different things. She makes her own coxinhas, who are these beautiful treats from Brazil. She now also started studying some amazing stuff that she's going to talk about with us. So, here she is, Livia. Hello. Yeah, you're here on the podcast.
Thank you for the invitation, and I'm here, and that's a challenge for me, but I think we'll be good.
Yes, we're together in this, and Sparky is by our side. Let's not forget about Sparky. He's right here with us. So first of all, introduce yourself. Like, who are you? Where are you from? Where are you now? Tell us. I know, but they don't.
Okay, here you go. So I'm Livia. I'm from Brazil, and I'm in Portugal for almost 4 years. I was living in Ireland, and then when I met my husband, and I'm here now. And I'm pretty happy in Portugal, and I think I'm kind of okay. That's the place where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And with the people I want to live. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Mm-hmm. And so what when you first came here, what were you doing? Like, what were you kind of...
I was doing nothing because I was kind of changing my life, because I was living in Ireland, studying English and taking care of a baby girl. And then when I came to Portugal, I was completely lost because, first of all, I was illegal. I could not work. And I was kind of, okay, what I'm going to do? And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm going to find a job doing what I was doing in Brazil, that business administration. That's my graduation. Mm-hmm. And then I thought... could be good, but my heart was I was saying to me that okay, you might can do that now for living, for get your money, but it's not what you really want to do. So yeah, I started working in the second year in Portugal in a restaurant, and then about 8 months after I met you
in Footprints Cafe.
In Footprints Cafe.
Yeah. And so what you were just mentioning is a very important thing. Like, your heart says something different. Do you believe that that's also now how you got to wanting to do the coxinhas and stuff? Is that something that really comes from the heart? Like, you changed your life in a way, listening to your heart? Is that important to you?
That's really important to me, yeah. The coxinhas was not a thing for me. I think was just, okay, I have to start from somewhere. And then my husband told me, okay, you make those lovely coxinhas. Portugal has no coxinhas, so vegan coxinhas, so you could work with that. And then okay, can be. And then I try it. My first market was Veganário, And then I feel that, okay, I can do that, and it's vegan, it's something that I believe. And then now I feel really, how can I say, it's not the word happy. I'm happy, of course, but realized. You know, okay, I'm doing something with that. It's working. And of course, I have to move and change some things to make it better and better. But I feel that I'm doing that with my
you
my
succeed
full heart.
in what you set out for
Exactly.
yourself to
Succeed,
do.
yeah.
And just really quickly for the listeners who don't know, and I know because I'm addicted to them, what is a coxinha?
Well, coxinhas is a very typical savory from Brazil. It's a pastry from Brazil, and is originally is made with chicken, and it's why the word coxinha means like a little thigh, kind of. And then I make it vegan. Like in Brazil, is very now you can find vegan coxinhas everywhere. But Portugal, we are really like the first one.
Yeah, and so that was also, in a way, a very smart move of you, right? Because you are kind of very unique. Your product is very unique here in the...
Yeah, we still being like the only company that does make coxinhas. Yeah.
And how does it? So how do you, like, for those people who feel like, I want to start my own business, you know, like as you were just saying, you followed your heart, you had a dream, and now you succeed in that dream. Where do you start? Like, how were you afraid? Were you like, how was that process of actually doing that first festival and doing all the work towards that? Like, how was that for you?
Was not easy, I could say, but by the time I was not really believing in that, I think it's really, really difficult to put your face like to everyone, and you were making something. I love to cook, and something that I learned, and I learned to love that when I became vegetarian. And then the coxinhas was almost like that, because okay, how am I going to start doing the coxinhas now, making the coxinhas? It was my first. I've never tried to make it, and was very difficult. But I tried to believe in me, and I tried to believe in the project, and I have all the time my husband pushing me up. So that's really important for me. And now I can say that I fully believe in myself, doing that project, putting it to grow. But at the time, at the first market, was not really easy, because I was kind of okay. What now? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What people were gonna think?
Will they like it or not?
Exactly. Was really difficult, but well, I didn't give up.
No, and it's good, because I think you're very famous now, especially in Lisbon. Everybody knows, Livia's coxinhas. And did you start with a specific recipe? Has your recipe changed over time? Like, do you keep, or like how is that process, the actual making part?
Well, I would say that I started with a recipe, and then by the time, and then trying another recipes, and now I have completely different recipes that work better, and who ate my coxinha. My first one actually told me that, like, some people told me that, okay, your coxinhas is much better now when you first started. Okay. So I'm always trying to improve the recipe, and then is almost never the same recipe, especially the filling of the inside. So I'm always changing
the recipe itself.
The recipe.
And how do you feel about, like, for example, I have that too, because, as you know, and I told the listeners last week that I also make my own cheese. I've developed, as you, also recipes and all that stuff. I also go to festivals. with my vegan cheese. I sell it at a restaurant here. But also to be able to be the person that is also selling the product and is already making the product. Like, do you feel that is it hard for you, or do you find that also, oh my God, I already made them and I have to go there, and then, I mean, sometimes you do a festival for 4 days. Like, how do you feel about that part of the business? How is that for you?
I would love to have someone to sell them for me.
Sparky, you're up.
Sure. Because it's, I love the project, but, sometimes you get very tired to make them and, produce and do storage and everything. And then you have to put your face, okay, this is my machines, I do that, I make that, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes it's really, really difficult. I would love to have someone to sell them for me. But, well, I would say that I like to doing that. I like selling them.
And you're good at it too, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you're
I know
bubbly, you can talk to people. And do you also think that maybe people actually do like that they're meeting the personal...
Exactly.
They have the personal touch, they're meeting the person who made the coxinhas. I mean, I think that's also...
I think that makes difference, for sure.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, you get a bit tired. But no, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But I would love to have someone
else to sell them for you.
Yeah.
Because the actual production side and making them, producing them, that's the part you enjoy the most, I would say, right?
For sure.
When you are...
Sure. I love doing markets. I love to to meet people and to look their faces when they do the first bite. Oh, wow, that's very good. This is, tells me that, okay, I'm going on the right path, I'm doing it good and everything. I feel good about that. Yeah. And then, but sometimes doing everything.
It's a lot.
Of course, I have my husband helping me with that, but the food
who is also amazing.
Thank you.
Behind every amazing woman is an amazing man. Yes, most of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm doing most of the thing. So.
And so you recently started. So this is Livia Vegan. Your coxinhas. You also make other things. That's kind of a project that's going really well. I would say that's where most of your time goes. But now you also started another Instagram page. You were telling me the other day. Is it Spread the Seeds?
Spread the Seeds.
Spread the Seeds. And where is that coming from? Like what do you want with that?
Okay, so in 2012, I started going to a women's circle. So what means that women get to sit in circle and talk about our empowerment. So when I started Spread the Seeds, I was just finished a course that's called, in Portuguese, Facilitadora de Círculos Sagrados, which means that I can make my own circle and invite women to sit with me and talk about that, about bringing up our Shakti energy, basically. So that's all about. But Spread the Seeds is not just about that, about the women's circle, but also about food, about how we eat. And I want to bring, because the Shakti energy is our empowerment, but you have to look it globally. I cannot see Gaia, our Mother Earth, without looking at me. So I have to talk about food, about how women and also men eat, and about our health, about veganism, feminism. Yeah. So it's about that.
So it's also when you say okay, I look